welcome back to my channel. Oh my god, can we just take a look at my hair? Like, girl, this is all me, okay? All natural, all everything. I got my hair straightened for the first time in like forever, okay? I cut all my hair off in 2015, this short. In December 2015, I cut my hair this short, and I've just been on this growth journey and on this journey of letting my hair grow, not putting heat on it, not doing anything to my hair. So this is what 4 years of hair growth looks like. So in today's video, I really just wanted to come on here and just show you guys how I do my everyday makeup routine, quick and easy everyday makeup routine. So if you guys want to see how I got this look, make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe to my channel, turn on your post notifications, that way you get notified every single time I upload a video. That way we on the same page, you know, like that way you could be the first one to watch my video and the first one to comment. That way I can comment back, because I do comment back on like the first couple of people that comment on my videos. So yeah, if you guys want to see how I got this look, then just keep on watching. Don't mind the bonnet, guys, okay? When you're dealing with your natural hair, you got to keep it wrapped up as long as possible. So my hair, I recently got my hair, I'll put some pictures right here before and after, but in 2015, December 2015, I cut all my hair off, and I've just been letting it grow back since then, since 2015, because my hair was so heat damaged. I literally cut it off like this short, all the way around. I cut it off, yep, about like that short all the way around. So pretty much what I did is I cut it all off, and then I've just been growing it out natural ever since. I don't put heat on my hair. I put heat on my hair maybe like 3 times a year, and that's so that I can get my ends trimmed, which is bad, because you should definitely get your ends trimmed every 4 to 6 weeks. I'm a cosmetologist, I know these things, but I just really don't do it. So just because I'm scared to put heat on my hair. When you're dealing with your natural hair, it's really hard, especially because I typically don't do anything to it. So I'm just gonna take it down for the sake of this video. So yeah, let's see what it looks like. So this is pretty much how my hair is normally wrapped throughout the day. I feel like my lighting is trash, but it's cool. And yeah, so I'm just going to, I feel like when I wear my natural hair, I legit feel like I'm like a child or something. Like, I don't know. So yeah, I just have to repart it because I don't know where the heck my part went. Perfect. I think I'll just like wear it tucked behind my ears. I don't know. I'm not used to it just being fluffy like this, but you know how it is. So I'm just wear it like this for now. Whatever, I'm not gonna worry about it. I wanna pretty much do like a realistic routine for you guys, and I wanna try to minimalize the products that I use, so that way I'm not using a bunch of products. So yeah, I guess we'll just, get started or whatever. So because my skin is like super duper dry right now, I'm gonna go in with this Too Faced RX Hangover Primer. I love this primer, but I'm out of it, so you girl, I gotta cut the tube until I can get some more. Look at that. You cut the tube. When I tell you guys there's so much, I don't even know if you guys can see that. There's so much freaking product in there. Girl, bye. This is probably about like 3 or 4 more uses. So I'm just gonna use some primer just to, prime my skin or whatever. Because my skin is really, really dry right now. Like, when I tell you it's so dry, I'm getting dry patches and everything. It's crazy. For foundation today, I'm gonna go in with the Makeup Forever foundation. I really, really have been liking this foundation a lot lately. But actually before I do that, I need a mirror, guys. You guys need to remind me to buy a mirror, okay? I really need to buy a mirror, because I need one to like sit right here so I don't have to like hold anything. I keep forgetting. So I'm gonna do a little bit of color correcting around my mouth and like under my eyes a little bit, just because I just feel like I need it. So I'm gonna try this. This is the Fenty Beauty Concealer in the shade 360. This is a little too dark for me. Although it's my foundation shade color, I just think that it's a little too dark. Like if I wanted to do like a no makeup kind of look, I don't really think that I could use this concealer, just because I feel like it's a tad bit dark in my opinion. So yeah, so that's pretty much it, and I'm just gonna kind of clean that up with my finger. Yeah, like it looks good, but it's like a tad bit too dark. Like if there was a 355 concealer, I think that'd be perfect. I don't even know if there is one, but I just feel like this is like a little too dark for me to just wear without anything else. I don't know. I'm gonna go in with my Makeup Forever Stick Foundation. I have been loving this foundation lately. It's so easy to use and apply. Literally, you just apply it. So that's pretty much what I've been using lately. And I'm just going to do that. And just use that to just blend everything in. Just like that. And it's actually a really, really good color on my face. So I've really been enjoying this foundation. So I want to try a new brush to like blend out my foundation. This is just a Cove 118 brush. I got this when I was in cosmetology school. So I think I'm gonna try this brush and just see like what it looks like when it blends everything out. It's a really, really, really soft brush. So I just want to see what it looks like when I blend it out. So far, it's actually blending it out very nicely. And it's giving me like a seamless blend. Like, you guys see that? It looks pretty good. I like this brush. I think it's actually doing a really good job blending everything out. Yeah, I got this brush when I was in cosmetology school. The brand that they used when we did the makeup program was Co Cosmetics. So that's why I have this Co Cosmetics brush. So that's what I'm going to use. But it's literally blended. This might be my new favorite brush to blend out my foundation, or at least this foundation. I don't think this will work with like a liquid foundation, but because it's a stick, I think it works a little bit better. I'm actually super surprised. For concealer, I'm going to be using my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I really like this concealer because I've noticed that when I use this concealer, I don't get as much creasing under my eyes. Every concealer that I use, I get creasing no matter what I do. Like, it never fails. I always crease. But when I finally picked this concealer back up yesterday and I was using it, I noticed that I didn't really get a lot of creasing. So I'm like, let's try this again, and maybe, you know, this will be something that I don't really get a lot of creasing when I use. So literally, I'm just gonna apply that everywhere that we wanna highlight. And while I just like to let that sit just so that it can like marinate and like get thicker. I don't know. But in the meantime, I'm gonna go in with the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Espresso, and I'm gonna use this to warm up my face. And I like to do this before I do my contour, my highlight, just because I don't really want my, I don't like to do my contour last because I don't really want my contour to bleed into my highlight, if that makes any sense. I'm just gonna blend that out with this Real Techniques brush. I believe this is the contour brush, actually. It is, it's their contour brush, so I'm just gonna blend this out. This is a really, really, really good brush, and it's super inexpensive, so if you're looking for an inexpensive brush, this brush will do the job. And when I'm blending out like the sides right here, typically a lot of times I notice that my foundation like gets picked up right here when I blend it out. So I pretty much just like tap it, and that prevents it from like getting like splotchy. So that's typically what I like to do. Now I'm just gonna go in with my sponge, and I'm gonna take the butt part of my sponge, and I'm just going to blend that in, making sure that I'm pushing that product into the skin. I think this color looks really good. This is in the shade Medium, if I didn't say it already. And I like to leave my under eyes and my nose to blend out last. So I like to do everything else first, and then I'll go in and blend out my under eye. This concealer makes me look so white, but it looks good once you like blend everything out and stuff. Just go back in with that brush and like clean up the edges of it so that way it doesn't look like not blended in. Yeah, guys, remind me to go buy a mirror. I keep saying I'm gonna buy a mirror for my face makeup, and I just never buy one. I went to Ulta, but they were like $40, and I was like, absolutely not, I'm not doing that. I'm just gonna take the pointy part of my sponge now, and I'm gonna blend under my eyes. And I typically like to start at the bottom. As you guys know, I like to start at the bottom and then I work my way in. I don't know why I do that, but that's literally what I do. See, that's so pretty. It's super pretty. I love this concealer. And it's full coverage. It's a full coverage. It's a matte concealer, but I like it. So just blending out those edges first, and then I'm gonna go in and blend out like right under the eye. I like to blend out under the eye last just because that's my problem area, and that's typically where I crease the most. So I like to do that part last. For setting powder today, I'm gonna be using my Huda Beauty powder in the shade Pound Cake. This is actually a really good powder. I really like the powder. So that's what I'm gonna be using. Typically I would grab my Laura Mercier, but I'm out of it right now, so I'm using this one. I'm noticing that I have to use a matte concealer under my eyes in order for my under eyes to not crease. That's what I'm noticing. When I use the Fenty, I love the Fenty concealers, but I definitely crease a lot under my eyes when I use that concealer. Like, it creases instantly. Like, no matter what I do, no matter how much powder I use, my under eyes crease. So I'm noticing that I guess I have to use a matte concealer under my eye, and I'm just gonna obviously take that and set everywhere else that I used. And like in this area, I'm gonna kind of like stretch my skin in this area just because I want my foundation to last the longest in this area, because that's where it tends to like leave the most. So I'm gonna like stretch my skin and kind of like push the powder in there. Like right here on my smile lines, my smile lines come through the most. And I noticed that when I do this trick, they don't come through as harsh. Like, I still see them, but it's after like 4 or 5 hours of wearing my makeup, and it doesn't like crease badly. So this is number 91 brush by Sephora. It's a huge brush. It's actually the featherweight powder brush. I'm gonna take a little bit of that powder all on my brush, and I'm just going to set my face with that very, very lightly. I'm just gonna take that powder and I'm just going to pretty much set the rest of my face, the rest of the area that we did not really set. I'm just going to set that. I always forget to do my jawline, so don't forget to do your jawline, because I literally always forget, and then I'm wondering why under here is shining when I'm done doing my makeup. For bronzer today, you guys already know the drill, okay? Impanema Sun by Becca, and I'm gonna use my Morphe M510 brush. I've been loving this combination lately. I don't know why, but this is such a good bronzer for me, and it's so pretty. So I'm just gonna use that bronzer and just warm up my face. You guys see that? It's such a pretty bronzer. I'm just obsessed with it. And I'm like one of those people that over bronze. I don't know why, but I don't know when I started liking bronzer, but I like it. That's all I know. And that's all you need to know, is that I like it. So you see the difference? This side has a lot more dimension and depth into my face, and this side just looks really flat. I mean, but I also did cream contour, so you can kind of see it defined over here, but just going in with the bronzer just pretty much brings that back to life. So that's literally what I'm doing, is I'm just bringing all of those shadows in my face back to life. And then whatever's left over on my brush, I just like to take that right here along my jawline just to even my face out. Under my chin, under my nose. What? That's not even my nose. Under my lip. Yeah, just like that. I think I'm gonna do my brows now. I typically go in with the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil in the shade 4.5, so that's what I'm gonna use. And I normally do my brows off camera, so I'm gonna just speed this up because it's a pretty lengthy process for me. But I love when my brow, these are my natural brows, by the way, guys. I don't have any product on them. I don't have any microblading or anything like that. These are literally my natural brows. And for the longest time, I thought that I needed like microblading and all of this stuff until I found the right lady to do my brows. And now my brows are like perfect, and I only get them done like maybe once a month, if that. That's still really early for me. But yeah, you guys can see like right here in this area, I need a little bit more, and then like right there I need a little bit more. So that's typically all I do, is I just fill in those areas, because I like my brows to look natural. When I'm wearing like my natural hair, I don't really want my brows to be like super thick. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna take this Morphe R3 brush with my Papa Don't Peach blush, and I'm just pretty much going to use that, and I'm going to just tap it onto my face. It's a very like subtle blush, but it has a little sheen to it, if you guys can see that. So I think it's super cute, and it smells good. Like, it smells really good. So I like to put it on the apples of my cheeks and then like go backwards. Wow, somebody take my brush from me, because I'm like going ham with the blush. Now I'm gonna go in with my Sephora collection. This is my Micro Smooth powder, and I'm just gonna take that on this big fluffy brush, and I'm literally just going to blend all of that in, and you'll see why in a second. So when I blend all of this in with this micro smooth powder, you're gonna notice that everything literally just came together immediately. Like, you see the difference? You see how this is much more soft and subtle, and then over here it's like bam, like it's harsh. Like, there's nothing wrong with this, but I want it to be a little bit more subtle and like, you know, relaxed. So that's why I like to do that on this step. And then I'm just gonna take this, and this is literally just gonna pretty much bring everything together and just make everything look so seamless all together. So that's pretty much why I like to do this the way that I do it. So now that we pretty much have everything done, we got the base done pretty much. I'm gonna go in with some Cover FX High Performance Setting Spray. Typically I will use my Morphe Continuous Mist Setting Spray, but I'm out of that, and this is still like a brand new bottle, so I'm gonna use that. And I'm gonna just like mist it in the air. I like to spray a lot solely because the more you spray, the more your skin looks like skin and not like powder. So I like to do that. And one thing I will say do not do is do not take your sponge and tap the product in. I've done that several times, and every single time I've done it, my sponge has picked up my foundation and it looks like patchy. So do not do that. Literally just let it dry, get you a little fan or something, but let it dry. Do not, I repeat, do not take your powder, your brush or your sponge and like tap it in. Yeah, it does not work like that. But if you see my skin after I sprayed it, it just looks so like skin. And I mean, I'm gonna spray it again, but that's not the point. But it looks like skin. So I typically spray my face like 2 or 3 times throughout the process of doing my makeup. So yeah, there's that. So now I'm gonna go in with that same bronzer that was on this brush and this brush right here, and I'm just gonna go right here over my eyes. I know you're probably like, girl, what are you doing? But this is just like a quick, easy way that I like to do my makeup throughout the day, or on days where I'm not really going anywhere, but I'm just running like a little bit of errands or something, you know, and I'm like, I need to get in and out the door, but I still need to look a little presentable. This is pretty much what I do. So I'm just gonna do that. So now that I pretty much have all the powder done, there's no more powder that I need to add. I'm gonna go in with the Gimme Brow in the shade 4.5, just because I feel like my brows look really like dusty. So I'm just gonna go in with some powder, with this Gimme Brow, just to bring them back to life a little bit, and also to shape them and make them last all day, but mainly just to bring the color back to life. So you see the difference between this brow and this brow? Like, neither one of them looks bad, but this one just looks more brought to life, versus this side just looks very muted and just like dusty, like powders all over it. So that's why I'm just gonna take this. And I like this one over the Anastasia one, because the Anastasia one, they all have like glitter or like metallic color in it. And I don't like that. I don't know what that's about. I don't know whose brows has metallic in it, but personally, I don't like it. I'm gonna take this Kiss pencil in the shade Brown Nude, and I'm gonna use this to line my lips. I would use my NYX lip pencil in the shade Brown, but I feel like it's a little too dark for what I'm going for right now. So I'm just going with Brown Nude and outline my lips. And then on top of that, you guys already know my favorite lip gloss right now is the Fenty Beauty lip gloss. This is in the shade Fussy. So I'm gonna use Fussy and apply that all over my lips. This gloss is so bomb. Okay, I'm gonna go in with the Cars. I don't know why I was trying to say NARS and Climax at the same time. The NARS Climax mascara. I've really been loving this mascara. Since it came out, it's been like a really good mascara for me. So that's what I'm gonna use, the NARS Climax mascara. And I'm just going to coat my lashes. I'm gonna spray my face one last time, and that's gonna complete this look, guys. Okay guys, well that is it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. This was just me doing my makeup like on an everyday basis, how I do it, and the products that I would use to do my makeup on an everyday basis. It might not be how you do yours, but how I do mine, okay? So don't judge me. Don't say I'm using too many products, okay? Because to each his own. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe onto this channel. I really know, and I know that I say this a lot, and I know that you guys are probably like, why does she say that at the end and the beginning of every video? Because me being a YouTuber, this being my job, my business, my platform, I have to remind you guys, because sometimes, you know, we forget to do these things, and I really want to become more engaged with you guys, and in order for me to do that, I need to know what you guys like and don't like. So please make sure you guys are liking, sharing, subscribing, and turning your post notifications on. That way you're notified every time I upload a video. Bye guys, and I'll see you guys in my next one.